This is what you're going to need when you have a problem with a seal or a wax ring, okay? We got this. Okay, we showed this at the depot. We call that the green gasket, okay? This is going to fit inside the flange, and I'll show you when I get this thing off. And that keeps all your pee-pee caca in there, okay? And then we got the liquid lock, all right? So what you're going to need is another bag. I got the rigid bag. I'm using it for my plumbing stuff. You got some rubber gloves. We're going to use those. We're going to get ourselves an adjustable winch. Let's see, I got a small one in here. You're going to come down here. You're going to remove these caps. And we're going to use some old grocery bags for the weight, or the ring itself, the wax. So first things first, we're going to put the rubber gloves on. Okay, what you're going to do first before you start taking bolts off and anything, you're going to turn off the supply line. Okay, turn that off. You're going to disconnect it. Let's make sure we're going to flush it. Make sure all the water's flushed out. Hold it down. Okay, all the water. That's what you have in here. You see that amount? Okay. In here, you'll have a little bit in the base. So when you take the supply line off, have a little bucket or something here. You're going to just basically unscrew the supply line and let it come out into the little bucket here, or this little Tupperware. Okay. Okay, now what you'll do is you'll open this up. And you're going to literally just put it right in there. So just let me open it up. Give me 1 second. Okay. What you're going to do is just pour it in. Okay. Just crystals. Let it go in that water. It's going to take about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, in that time, put this down and we're going to inspect these bolts. Now, most of these bolts you'll see, they'll be rusted or corroded. We're going to see if it comes off a little bit easy. So you want to adjust it. And you want to go easy with it. Looks like they're moving. So what I like to do is grab a little bit of the WD-40. Put it on the bolt. Let it sit for a minute. Let's do the other side. Take the cap off. Come back here. Put a little bit on the bolt. Okay? Let it sit for a minute. While that's sitting, this here is going to thicken up. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, so sometimes, most of the time, these bolts, they don't come off easy, even with the WD-40. So get yourself a little hand hacksaw, and you're going to have to cut it. Then you take the tip of your channel locks and you just back and forth and it'll come right off. I was able to get this one off with the oil, which is good. So we're going to lift this toilet up, we're going to get it out of the way, and we're going to inspect the ring underneath. Just an update on this stuff. It's cured. Yeah, I got rubber gloves on. And it's just jelly, it's like goo, so it's not going to go anywhere. When we reintroduce water into the bowl, it will dissolve it. And it's safe to flush down the toilet, and we're back to normal. All right, let me remove this and let's see what we have underneath. All right, so we're exposed here. This, you can see the wax ring is all off. It's shot, it's worn out, okay? But you obviously have your rubber gloves on. Have those grocery bags handy if you got them, okay? Then you're going to take this off. You gotta basically clean up around here, okay? We'll take a look at the flange when I'm finished. See if it's rusted at all. Use a screwdriver to clean this out. I know it's gross, but you gotta do it. Scrape all this out. Okay, once it's all cleaned out and scraped, we're gonna, see, this is the bolt. And on a flange, if you've ever seen a flange up close, the bolt slides in. It turns sideways, and let's see if I can get it out over here. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's all the way around. Okay, hold on. And if you're wondering if it smells, I don't smell anything. And it comes around over here, okay? These bolts, you put them in sideways, then you turn them and they lock into this little groove here. All right, so we're gonna take that off. We're gonna take this one out. I'm gonna clean all this wax up out of here, okay? All right, once you got it all cleaned up, it looks good, there's no rot, it's not broken. We're gonna open up this, and you can see it's got new bolts. We're gonna insert this bad boy on top. We're gonna line up the bolts through these holes. And we're gonna set this toilet back in place. What you're gonna do is you get it out of the packaging, you're gonna flip this inside. You're gonna shoot that out, okay? So it looks like this. And it's gonna obviously go over the hole, okay? You're gonna line up the screws. Comes with the screws. You're gonna put it in sideways, you're gonna slide it across and make sure it's sideways, you know, so it locks in place. You're gonna get another one, put it over here. All right, then what you're gonna do to keep these up is they have these plastic things here along that. Have those plastic washers in to stand those up. And by the way, I did change my gloves. You want to do this a couple of times. You're going to take these holes and you're going to kind of line it up, find that little bolt cuss. Oh yeah, just like that. That's one. And here's the other one. See that? Okay. See how them bolts are sticking up? And this thing is like foam. Well, it's like a rubber foam. So if you set the toilet and it's not right, you can take it off and you could reset this thing a few times until you get it right. I mean, it's kind of idiot proof, you know what I mean? These will go on the other side of the toilet, and then obviously you're gonna bolt it down. So let me put the toilet on top. The other thing you want to check, you want to tip this over, you want to check underneath, make sure there's no obstructions and make sure the wax is clean on the bottom side. And I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to lower the toilet right on top of that bad boy. Once you fill it up, fill up the water, reconnect it, the bolts are tight, you flush it, and you're going to get this here. Looks like it's clogged, but you got to give it about a minute. And what it does is it's going to dissolve the liquids inside. You know, that stuff, the liquid lock, is going to start to dissolve, and then you're going to see this go down. So just give this a minute. I'll keep the camera on it for a couple minutes, well, about a minute, we'll see what happens. But what you want to do is you don't want to tighten those too much. You want to sit or put pressure on the toilet and tighten them back and forth evenly, okay? And then most of all, when you're finished, you want to get a light, and you want to check for leaks when you flush this thing and make sure there's no water seeping anywhere. There it goes. See how it just released by itself? So I highly recommend, if you're going to do any kind of toilet work, get that liquid lock. It's the best thing, okay? Again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch, okay? While I talk, we're going to flush it again. Okay, we're going to flush it. went down, and I want to check for leaks. I got nothing here. Nothing around the back, and obviously you want to check for leaks on the supply line. I got nothing there. So we're just going to clean up a little bit. We're going to cut those bolts a little bit short. See that line in the bolt? You can take your pliers, okay? We're going to go back and forth. We're going to break it right off. So let's get our channel locks. Okay, you're going to grab the top, and you're going to tweak it back and forth. You're going to be careful though. I'm going to do it with two hands, but that's what you do so you can fit the caps on. Again, I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already, okay? We changed the guts out of it the other day, and I noticed a leak. Those are the guts. And again, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. We'll catch you on the next one. And wait a minute. You know what I'm forgetting. Yo, Sonny? I don't think he's going to be here, but we're going to go look for him. Hey, yo, Sonny! There you go. You thought I was going to forget you, my boy, Sonny. What do you say, Sonny? What are you eating? Oh, come on, man. All right, we'll catch you on the next one, right, Sonny?